Now, there's this political scandal at the moment involving this building to our right and the building straight ahead, and it was the local mayor allegedly tried to do a deal. He gave planning permission, allegedly, and in exchange he wanted two flats. One of them was for one of his mates or something like this. Now, the former government called Peace, Law and Order, or Law and Disorder, is complaining at the corruption, but they've been involved in so many corruption scandals themselves. It's a bit of a joke. But what they've done is they've reported it to the local, the public prosecutor. Only the public prosecutor just happens to be the father of the developer, and so he's not particularly interested. Just the sort of deal that the Peace and the former left often have themselves, but they don't like it when they don't benefit from it. And the road's disappeared. The road used... Oh no, the road's gone there, we've just gone up. Oh, it's totally different. There's a bridge over the road now. Wow, it's completely different. I mean, yeah, but this should have been done years ago. I remember this. There was discussions of this in 1998. So I mean, it's happening. I came with Giant Jane tonight. Now this is an ice cream place down there, which has been there since the, I don't know, the 60s or something like that. But during the socialist times, you could come down here, and this, there's a building here on the right. It's no longer here, and you could have a kebab there. There was a kebab and a pizza. It was the only place you get a kebab or a pizza. Well, then it cost 85 old zlotys, which is about 1/5 of a pence today, because of the. But then it was about half a day's pay, because the inflation in the 1980s and the 1990s has destroyed the value of the currency. So the atmosphere is much better here, and the current Prime Minister lives here, somewhere around here. This street here, this is called this is Monte Cassino. It was named after a pile of rubbish in Italy, because when it was named that, it was a pile of rubble there, because the monastery Monte Cassino was destroyed in a battle in February 1944, rather stupidly, because they destroyed it and forgot to attack it, then they remembered to attack it, by which time the Germans had occupied all the good positions in the monastery, and it was captured by Polish troops in beginning of end of May 1944. But it was captured by Polish troops when the Germans had actually abandoned it, which is something traditional history usually forgets to tell people. But even so, the Polish troops who were attacking it didn't know it was abandoned. No, I used to live up here. Now, even under socialism, this was it was the idea of a flash sort of street, although it wasn't particularly good. Now, I remember once, again at the top, there's this cafe at the top here, where we both had an ice cream, which was water effectively, and it cost like, then it was about 150 water, which is then old water, which was then about well, for two portions, it was easily a day's pay for most people. This was socialism. You see, you got this huge inequality.
Is that a place where you can get your money from?
No, that's a bank which is closed. Turn right round here, and we've got something of extreme interest. So we've got McDonald's here, and out the back we can see where I used to live. Right, so I lived in this house round here. This one we can see now, and it's sticking out. That building, and I wasn't there very long, because the problem here was that it's a superb location. I think anybody would agree. Is the electricity didn't work, and it was continually breaking down. When you're trying to run a business out of part of your flat, and you can't do it. But it was over there. Those two windows at the end of the house were mine.
Which one?
The furthest two at the end.
Oh, right, okay.
And at the front as well I had windows, but that wasn't the way in. I had to go in the back entrance, and there was another problem. Was one of the characters that lived in here, he was utterly crazy, everybody was frightened of him. One day he started shouting at somebody, and I went down and started shouting back at him, and he really backed off. He threatened to burn somebody's car if it blocked his way again. So what I said I'd do, if he didn't back down, I'd get a petrol canister. Obviously I'd fill it with water, but then I'd pour it over his car and get him back out when he could see me. Anyway, he was really frightened of me, because I shouted at him and screamed at him back, and he backed down. But he lived downstairs here. Then, I mean, that was 10 years ago, of course. And the other side was mine as well. The other two little windows as well, they were mine. I mean, it looked great when I first came here, but that problem with electricity. And
It's got a very imposing front door.
oh yes,
It's not in keeping with
but the door wasn't that. It was old when I lived here.
Yeah.
And but you know, it's just a great view of McDonald's. You've got the smell of the waste coming out the back as well. So
Well, that was all right, wasn't it?
yeah. So we can go back into the main street. Yeah, so I only lived out here for 3 months, and I found another flat where the electricity worked. But anyway, I came back one day, and there was two girls living here, and they said they had the same problem, and they said to me that the landlady had said, well, the former owner never complained about the electricity. Mind you, to give you an idea, I paid even here, I think there was something wrong with it. I think I paid, if memory serves me correctly, I paid about the same for electricity in 3 months I was here as I did for an entire year in my current flat. And that's 10 years later with the increase in prices. And this is the place where the ice cream had no taste. Then, I mean, hopefully 25 years later, I hope it's improved. Yeah, I once had a date and I met the girl out here at the front. And then you've got a sign to Zakopane, which is that's towards the railway station. It's 710 kilometres. So you can see you've been there, and you've been to Sopot, which is 710 kilometres away. Then you go 710 kilometres further north, you'll be in the maybe Norway or something, I suppose.